The coronavirus has pushed cities into lockdown and shuttered non-essential businesses. Many industries have suffered. But as more and more people are encouraged to stay at home, the video gaming industry has emerged relatively unscathed, with representatives from the World Health Organization lauding the mobilization of the gaming industry, encouraging people to stay at home and #PlayApartTogether to beat the coronavirus, despite classifying excessive video gaming as an official disorder only last year. Renowned financial services firm Cowen slated in a recent industry interview that video game successes during the pandemic are simply stating the obvious, and that the video game sector is rather uniquely poised to see very little disruption over the next 12 months. As people are confined to their homes, they expect time spent on video games to increase. And the numbers reflect this. Leading stats portal Statista documented the revenue from digital purchases of games, or soft copies that can be downloaded from home, rising to over $10 billion in March, marking the highest monthly figure ever recorded. And according to global surveys they conducted, 36% of people were spending more time playing video games than they had before the coronavirus pandemic. And comparing the data among certain titles, Counter-Strike Global Offensive saw player numbers increase significantly from around 767,000 last December to just over 1.145 million this March. And according to the gaming stats portal SuperData, this year's Battle Royale edition of Call of Duty Warzone has seen peak activity in April 2020, topping out at almost 63 million players. Mobile gaming also saw a rise in revenue to $5.7 billion in March, an increase of almost 15% in sales from the same time last year, with popular games such as Pokemon Go recording an 18% increase in monthly in-game purchases in March, especially after its parent company, Niantic, made tweaks to the game to make it easier to catch Pokemon while indoors. Meanwhile, more people are tuning in to watch popular gamers play their favorite games. Twitch Tracker reported significant increases in people signing into the popular game streaming service Twitch, recording an average of almost 2.5 million concurrent viewers in April this year, up from 1.18 million from December last year. And with music concerts being cancelled due to the coronavirus pandemic, some artists are now turning to well-known gaming platforms to service their fans. The massively popular game Fortnite, which according to parent company Epic Games sports a global gamer base of over 250 million players, recently held 5 10-minute virtual concerts for Grammy Award-nominated artist Travis Scott from April 23 to April 25. The show pushed the limits of what virtual concerts could look like, with artist avatars as large as skyscrapers, teleportation to different dimensions, underwater stages, and dazzling psychedelic worlds. The concerts also debuted a new track that featured Kid Cudi and pulled in a whopping 48.5 million views from over 27.7 million unique viewers, potentially setting the stage for a new way to experience virtual music, with platforms like Facebook's Stars already setting up micropayment transactions for artists and streamers alike. And the gaming industry is pushing the bar further with virtual reality technologies that could see the coronavirus pandemic actually shift the market into the mainstream. The long-awaited addition to Valve's Half-Life series, Half-Life Alyx, was released on March 23 and has been hailed by experts and reviewers across the industry as the new benchmark for virtual reality technology, scoring an impressive 93% on the game review portal Metacritic, the highest for a VR game. With groundbreaking mechanics and trend-setting gameplay, it has become the most successful VR game to date, peaking at almost 43,000 concurrent users on Valve's gaming platform Steam. But despite the obvious boosts in revenue across the gaming industry, the coronavirus pandemic has also come with its costs. Some of the biggest gaming conventions of the year have been cancelled due to coronavirus social measures, including the largest, most well-known convention, the E3 Expo, that was initially scheduled for June 9 through to 11. The cancellation prompted gaming industry giants such as Microsoft, Nintendo, and Ubisoft to look at virtual streaming options to showcase new games and hardware. And in a year where a new generation of video game consoles are expected to launch, the cancellation of gaming conventions could prove detrimental to gamer hype and eventual sales. And many publishers have announced pushbacks to new releases as the coronavirus forces game developers to work remotely or from home, including Naughty Dog Entertainment's highly anticipated title, The Last of Us 2, which Sony delayed from February till June 19. But despite the setbacks, the video gaming industry has continued to push on through the coronavirus pandemic and provide viable options for entertainment as people around the world are forced to stay at home.